In the land of Amara Igbo, where the people revered their ancestors and held festivals to honor the spirits of the land, there lived a queen named Amara. She was as beautiful as the morning sun, but carried a restless heart. Married to King Okoro, a wise and generous ruler, Amara was admired by many but content with none. As the saying goes, a goat that roams far from the herd will surely fall into a lion's den. Her wandering desires led her to Okoro, a dashing palace guard whose confidence matched his strength. Their affair began in secret, under the cover of moonlit nights when the palace drums signaled the changing of the guards. Amara, emboldened by her passion, whispered to Okoro during one of their clandestine meetings, "The lion grows old. It is time for a stronger beast to rule the pride." Okoro, intoxicated by her beauty and the promise of power, agreed to her dark plan. During the next New Yam festival, when the kingdom celebrated abundance with dances and sacrifices, Okoro poisoned King Okoro's ceremonial palm wine. The king collapsed during the festivities, and mourning filled the air. Amara, feigning grief, declared that Okoro had been chosen by the gods to protect the kingdom in this time of uncertainty. The chiefs and villagers protested, citing the sacred proverb, "A bird that builds its nest in haste will raise its young in chaos." But Okoro silenced dissent with the edge of his sword. His reign of terror began, and the once peaceful Amara Igbo land became a shadow of its former glory. Despite her success, Queen Amara soon grew weary of Okoro's brutal ways. Her heart found new excitement in Chima, a humble servant whose gentle voice carried the wisdom of elders. He often recited proverbs like, "A calabash will float on water, but it will never forget the river that carries it," endearing himself to the queen. Their affair blossomed, and soon Amara realized she was carrying Chima's child. One evening, as the village prepared for the masquerade festival, where the ancestors were believed to walk among the living, Amara whispered to Chima, "Our son will rule this land, but first, Okoro must join the ancestors." Chima, wary of Amara's treachery, replied, "Patience is the key to trapping the python. Let us wait until the child is born." Months later, the village celebrated the birth of Amara's son Chukwudi, meaning God leads. The kingdom rejoiced, though whispers of the child's true father grew louder. Amara, now confident in her plan, urged Chima to act. But Chima had seen the fate of both King Okoro and Okoro, and knew that he too could fall victim to Amara's ambition. During a grand feast to honor Chukwudi's naming ceremony, Chima enacted his plan. While Okoro laughed and drank from a ceremonial gourd, Chima slipped poison into his wine. As Okoro convulsed and fell to the ground, Amara rose to toast their success, unaware that her drink too had been laced. As she gasped for air and clutched her chest, Chima whispered, "A trap set for another may catch the one who set it." Before the sun rose, Chima fled into the forests with baby Chukwudi, leaving the palace in chaos. The villagers, now free of their tyrants, prayed to the gods for guidance. Chima raised Chukwudi in secret, teaching him the ways of honesty and justice, for he believed, "A tree that bends in the storm will stand tall in the calm." The story of Queen Amara, her treachery, and the downfall of her lovers became a cautionary tale told during moonlit nights. Elders would remind their children, "Greed and betrayal may bring power, but they will never bring peace." And so, the name of Amara lived on, not in honor, but as a warning to those who dared place ambition above morality.